So guys, in light of this error message, I am going to show you how I unclog my BambuLab extruder. Now, I do not know if that's actually the case this time, but I will try and give you a good video as possible. Now, before I do that, I have to show you this. This is a small tool I bought. No, I didn't buy it. Found it on the internet, 3D printed it. And basically what it does is it lets you hang the lid on the bamboo printer to the side. So I'll just home this first so we can move it. Oh, come on. It seems it was in heat. Currently there should not be any filament inside the extruder. That's strange. I actually think there is a filament inside. So yeah, it may be a bit of an interesting video. I think the filament is cut and it's like halfway into the PET tube, because there is nothing, but you can see there is like a shadow on it here. That will be interesting. So let's see what happens now. 0. I'm just changing the temperature to 0 to try and get the temperature down faster. See if I can home it. I'll just pause it until I get it centered. So I think I discovered a bug. I tried to home the print head, but because it was stuck in cooling down or something, it just didn't work. So I tried to restart. Let's see if we can do it now. Yeah, now it works. So if you cannot home your tool head, just turn off the printer and turn it back on and it should work. So the reason I'm doing this is so I can easily access everything here. I have these spacers, I'll just remove those. See if I can change the angle of the camera a bit. I have a camera arm with everything on. So the original reason I did this is because I tried to print something from the AMS spooler and it just didn't work. It just kept saying that the filament was stuck or something. So I guess I have to investigate. And I think the first way I do that is by unplugging the PET tube from the back. There was unplug this, it goes to the AMS. There was nothing there. So if there is something, it must be somewhere in this closer thingy here. So as I said before, I 3D printed this. It is like a thingy you put here, and then you can just lift the print head to the side. There are different versions depending on what version of the bamboo printer you have, like that. Now you can work as you want without being having stuff in the way. Now I also want to lower the print bed a bit so I can work. Let's see if I can just adjust the camera a little bit. So the temperature on the nozzle is now 48 degrees. I think I can actually touch it with my hands. Yeah, no problem. And what you basically will need for this declogging is a rod like this. I'll show you. Like this. I think there's one coming in the package with the bamboo printer. And you also need the original unscrew torque or whatever it is that came with the bamboo printer. So to unclog this, the first thing you need to do is you need to unscrew these two screws. There's one here and one here. You have to unscrew those to access the tool head, the extruder, sorry. And an important thing here, for my way of doing this, you don't remove the power cables. You need to have the power cables on because you need to heat up the nozzle while you remove any filament. So for now I'm just unscrewing this. And you get to a point where you cannot unscrew anymore. Then you do the other one. Remember, when you put them back on, don't tighten them too hard. When it stops, it stops. Don't go pulling like 1000 Newton meter pressure or something on it. It will just be bad for it. Okay, so both of them are now loose, and then you go in and you just remove them, because you cannot remove this unless you remove the nozzles. Still, don't remove the cables. It's very important for this part. Now what you do is you take this. Now it's cool enough for me to touch, so I pull it down, wiggle it sideways gentle, and when it drops, you just pull it gently out. Make sure you don't ruin the cables like that. And keep in mind, the fan may wiggle a bit against this, so just keep it to the side. Now I cannot see anything here, so I'm wondering if there's actually anything inside the PET cable there. Maybe I can unclog it here and see. Ah, look. So you take this and you press it down and then you pull the PET cable. And we have one of the problems here, a broken off thingy, and then you just put it back. But I will also try and show you how I unclog the extruder itself, because sometimes there's something inside the extruder itself, like here. Don't know if you can see it, probably not, but inside the hole there is a piece of filament. Now what I usually do is I take a thin one of those rods like this, and I heat it up with a lighter until it's red glow, and then I just quickly put it down. And I put it as hard down as I can into the nozzle, so that it will sort of melt its way into any filament that is there. So we'll start by doing that. And it cools very fast, so you need to be really fast on putting it down into the nozzle. And now hopefully it's stuck. We're gonna leave it there for a little bit so it can cool properly. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So I'll just pause the video for now. Okay, it's only been like 30 seconds, but it feels like it's okay to go now, so I'll try. Now what I need is a plier like this, because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pull that one while we at the same time heat up the extruder. And you only need to put the heat on the extruder to about so you only need to heat to 135 or 120 degrees, 130 degrees. So I go in here, click on this one, and then I type in 130. And it will seem like there's a bit of smoke because you need to hold the you need to hold the extruder by the plastic, but don't use so much force. You don't need to squeeze it or anything. So then you press OK, and then you can hear the fan go, and then you keep a little bit of pull on the plastic, and when you see the plastic starts to come around 100, 120, you should start to feel that it comes loose. And if you can see that, but that's what was inside. Sometimes there is more than that inside, and you get a whole thingy like, let's see, where's my finger? There, like a chunk like this, in addition. And that goes all the way to the nozzle. So every time you put an extruder away for storage, like you want to change to a 0.2 millimeter extruder, you should really declog it before you put it away. That is, that's my suggestion. Now, how do you get it off? Well, it's not so hard. You can just take the clip that you have, like this, and you just twist. You will feel that it loosens. There you have it, clean. So, now I just put the heat of the nozzle to 0 again. You can see, starting to climb down. And all you have to do then is to just reattach the extruder and just try to load new filament. I forgot to mention that you can sometimes see if the extruder has been cleaned. If you it's just a fan, it's not warm. It's 70 degrees, I think it's fine. You can hold it like this, and you can just, you see, I'm holding it against the nozzle, and I'm trying to make the light go through it. You can see in the middle there, but you can actually see the light shine through it, which is proof that you have managed to clean the whole extruder for any filament that was in there. So that is it for this time. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like this kind of videos. See you soon. Bye.